Hey everyone, Sarah here. So I'm here to talk to you today about setting out my 2023 goals. So these goals are going to be around my professional life, my personal life, my health, money, home, family. So this is how I come up with my goals for 2023. So the reason why I do this or take this approach is because I really want to understand what I'm focused on for the year. So I talked to you before about reducing the chaos in your life, and one of the ways I do that is to get really clear on what I'm working towards. And this is one of the ways that I help identify those goals that are going to move the needle in my life. That's kind of like what I want to focus on rather than getting caught up in that busy BS. So if you don't know me, I'm Sarah. This is Plan the Grind, and we talk a lot about project management with a heavy focus on continuous improvement. I've been in the project management realm for many years. So if you're into project management, goal setting, managing all the things, and frankly just reducing the chaos in your life, please consider subscribing. I'm going to start off by brainstorming 2023, and I'm going to use the mind map tool. The reason why I'm using the mind map tool is because it really helps me organize my thoughts. It starts to show me like what areas of my life I have ideas in and what I maybe need to think a little bit more about, with the ultimate goal of making sure that I have a lot of balance in my goal setting. The reason why I like to make sure I have balance is because I've spent so many years just kind of firefighting my way through through the year, and then realizing I didn't really work on anything that I wanted to this year. So that's really why I like to use this mind map tool to start helping me identify the different ideas that I have for the year, and helps me take those thoughts and put them into action. So this is kind of the first step that I would really use. Now in my group coaching, so there's a few spaces left, so check the link in the description if you're interested. We're starting out in March. In my group coaching, we use this tool, but we're going into a little bit more depth in different areas of your life that kind of coincide with some of the other tools that we'll be focusing on. Okay, so work is sort of easy because I kind of get goals given to me. I mean, I don't know that I get goals given to me. I get themes or categories given to me based on the strategy of the company. So I really just start to think about what that strategy is, what the conversations are, kind of what I saw for opportunities back in the past, and I start to brainstorm different areas of my life. So I have a team that reports to me, I have projects that I have to manage, programs I have to manage, I have some growth goals. So I really just start to break them out and then also understand what my daily responsibilities are. Then for work, then for personal goals, I'm kind of stacking my personal goals with the growth goal in work, and then also Plan the Grind is a personal goal because this is my passion project. So when I start to think about my family area, so I start to think about where my kids are at, what ages, what are the milestones coming up on their life, and start to just brainstorm through that. Then also I lump my friends into my family category because I like to spend some time with them. So I just start to get the juices flowing to start thinking about how do I want to include them into my goals or my priorities for the year. And then, of course, my extended family, what are some of the things that I do with them each year, like holidays or summer things or whatever. So just starting to put them in there. And this is something that I would like to do more of, to be honest. At the end of this, I'm going to go through the mind map and kind of show you specifically what I came up with. So for home, I did create like a roadmap for my home. Like you all know, I just moved into this home. So I'm focusing on a roadmap of improvements for my house, because as much as I would like to do everything all at once, that's just not really feasible. So I created like phases of improvement. So I already have that spelled out, but I know that 2023 is all about like phase 1 and a little bit of phase 2, and that's really focusing on like high impact stuff, low dollar value type improvements. So that's really how I broke out that phase 1 project. So health is all about, whether it's mental health, physical health, and then I start to break it down, some activities that I like to do, and then some different hobbies and nutrition, right? So that's how I start to break down the different areas of my life for health. And then money. I have a lot of goals. I have kids going to college, so I need to just reevaluate my 2023 budget. So I know that's a big part of 2023 for me. And then also setting those goals for retirement, savings, college, whatever, right? What is the money I need for the projects that I want to do? So starting to understand and brainstorming that. So don't forget to Click on the link if you're interested in the group coaching, because this is kind of the stuff we do in that group coaching, a little bit more depth behind it. So we're going to get into actually walking you through my mind map. Okay, so just walking through just kind of what my brainstorm was. So this is not my goals, but this is starting to help me take shape of what my goals would look like for the year, or kind of what the ideas are. So for 2023, down in the middle for work, I broke it into just 4 different areas of my life. My work life, I should say. So my daily responsibility, like I know I have to manage emails and go to different meetings, right? The projects I have, breaking those out, and I'm just breaking them into categories. I'll get more specific when I start to actually build out the plans. Then my team, what are my team's goals? How am I going to manage those? And this is really, again, like high level, and I'll start to refine as I go through the step. And then growth, so I wanted to take, knock some classes out for my MBA. I don't have many left, so I need to just make this a priority to get it done. And then my home, so this was that I was talking about phase 1 and phase 2. So phase 1 is about high impact, low dollar, and it's really around painting. So I just break it down into manageable chunks. So living room, office, and master bath are the priorities that I'm working on right now. And phase 2 is about really just decor, like decorating. So I have done a lot of work already in the house around phase 1, and I just want to continue to actually tie it all together with some decor. And I still have to set the timeline, because this is an awful lot, but how do I kind of stagger them out so I'm not doing too much at one time? So that will be another video coming up. Then for money, I wanted to understand what my budget is, college, my retirement, and it's really just starting to understand what I can do based on what my budget is for the year. Then health, I broke it into mental and physical health. So mental, I just like to journal, and I do some restorative yoga, which I'm really enjoying. And then physical health, which is broken into nutrition and activity. In this area, I started to go a little bit more granular because I know it's going to be a little crazy. There's just a lot going on. I have a team, I have projects, I travel, and I have obviously planned the grind. So I wanted to start stacking these goals. So based on how much I know I'm going to have going on, I wanted to really start to get really focused around meal prep. And I suspect that will help with my budget as well. So I'm kind of excited to stack that. So if I have the meals prepared, then I should be able to not have to worry about making dinner. It's not the act of making dinner, it's the act of deciding what to cook for dinner that is my problem. And then some activities, I know I want a winter hobby, and I've been talking to some of my friends about, and then I just been walking with my friend who's in the neighborhood. So there's basic activity, and then also a summer hobby and a winter hobby, and I'm going to stack that with some of my friend goals, right? Do that with my friends. And then my family, what's going on with my kiddos? What do they have going on? So just to understand some of the things that I really need to focus on in their life to help support them. And then some goals around friends, which I already talked about, the hobbies, kind of stacking those goals. It's a twofer. I get to do something and I get to hang out with my friends. And then some get-togethers with the family. So that's really what how my 2023 goals came about, or my mind map. I shouldn't say they're goals because they're not really refined yet. But these are kind of the themes that I want my goals to live in for this year. So again, if you want to check out group coaching, there's a link in the description to set up some time with me. And then if not, I hope you like this video, and I would love to hear your thoughts on mind mapping 2023 goals, extra or realistic. Bye everyone.